Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Bill Ryan, and today is April 12th at about 11:45. I want to discuss the last two episodes of season one of Daredevil. Uh, Boy, what a disappointment. All right, so just to go back the last couple episodes. So it goes back to the hideout of Muse, and he feels a picture, painting of Heather that somehow tells him, well, he's got a painting of Heather. That means he's in an appointment with Heather right this very minute. He can tell it's Heather, okay. By the painting lumps, he can tell it's Heather, okay. And therefore, he must have an appointment with her right then and there. So he's got to take off and find him. Okay. How does that make any sense? But hey, wait, he's right. He is there. And then somehow somebody saw him and realizes that, hey, Daredevil has the ability to touch a painting and feel the paint gobs and figure out who's the painting of, and the ability to know that it's a doctor, and to figure out that if he's feeling her face in a painting, therefore the killer must be a patient at her doctor's office, and she must be having him in counseling right now. Wow, we better call every police cop in the city to get over there. That seems a little thin. Okay, but let's just go with it because the writers are asleep. Um, here's a killer that for I don't know how long before this show began. I heard was it 60? Was it 60 killed people were killed? I don't know. I heard some ridiculous number, and and now suddenly he can't get lost. Everyone knows where he is because he paints. All right, all right. Then we come to the conspirator with Vanessa. So he goes to Vanessa and he says he's unhappy with how things are being run, and he was happier before. And he says, I think he got pinged with a $2 million penalty. And she says, yeah, I did that to you because you don't follow the rules. And then he goes, oh, I liked it before. And then he pretty much asks her if she would be a part of a coup. What about this whole situation makes him think Vanessa's up for this? Is it because she just slammed him with a $2 million fine for being out of order? Is it because she fell right in line with Kingpin when he got back? I mean, there's no evidence at all that she's unhappy with the way things are. So this guy, who I guess he's sub captain, maybe. I get the kind of thing that it's kind of broken up into groups, and he's the captain of one of the groups. However, being that as it may, he decided, in all his brilliance, to go to the Kingpins alone. So maybe he doesn't have anyone below him, but that would be really dumb. Um, didn't look for any, so didn't have any backup. Didn't look around for any kind of guards. Didn't even seem like he was looking around for anything. Walked in without a worry in the world. Walked into the Kingpin's kitchen, never thought anything of it, not even look around, just walked right in there and subsequently got his head blown off. Boy, I'm shocked. I never would have seen that. Were there really writers for this? I mean, seriously? Okay, so Albert Einstein did not map out the strategy for this. And in the meantime, Matt continues to mope around with no one to confide in because, Foggy's dead and Karen's gone. And occasionally, Cherry, who I'm not even sure, I don't think there was even a Cherry when I used to read Daredevils back in the 80s, with a real born again. Um, and Heather, to just walk around saying, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And of course, we don't know because he would never confide in them. Um, and Matt Murdock's playing Perry Mason all season long. And the Kingpin is playing Mayor James Curley, basically walking a thin line of the law. And neither line's very interesting. Neither one's doing anything um, that interesting except for Adam. We're going to get to Adam in a few minutes. But the Kingpin does actually grumble a lot and looks at the ground and says things like, well, I promised I was going to take care of this when I'm mayor. So, whatever that means. I promised to change things like that when I was mayor. Um, Now, you can kind of tell that he's missing the life, but that's because Vanessa emasculated him. I don't think he's really the same guy again. Maybe Echo's beating on him was a little much. I don't know. Daredevil wants to be Daredevil again, kind of, but for some reason, I don't know. Someone emasculated him. I'm not sure who emasculated Daredevil. But neither one's the characters they're supposed to be, and they sold us an entire season of this. I would say this whole season's been a mistake. Nothing's really happened. I mean, okay, Foggy died, but okay, that was one episode. They haven't done anything with it really. All they do is mope about it. Karen left. I don't think people even mention her name anymore. So those are a couple negatives. Then what? Mayor becomes the Kingpin becomes mayor. Okay. Excuse almost midnight. Okay, and he doesn't do any mirrors. Daredevil starts becoming Daredevil, and he just becomes boring. And he walks around. White Tiger dies. No one cares. Muse dies. No one even knows who it was to begin with. Why do we even have a season one? DD is all about fighting crimes on the streets. By removing him, you are relying it mostly on drama and plot, and that can work. Okay, that can work. But in order to have a good plot and a script, you need decent writers. I see no evidence of that. I don't think anyone knows where they're going to go with this. I don't think they know what they want to do with BB. I think BB could be interesting. Um, I don't think they have any idea what to do with her. I think Daniel's a big bore. Okay, he's excited, whatever. I see no reason why he should be deputy mayor of anything. Okay, he's only made. I think he's. I think the only thing he's done is he's made two errors. So why he got promoted just because he's gee gosh, mayor, I'm so happy to be here. I don't see any reason to give him a promotion. Now, let's go to the Adam thing because I'm running close to that 10 o'clock time. Why would Kingpin lock him up? Why wouldn't he kill him? And then, assuming that there was a reason to lock him up, why would you tell Vanessa? I guess I'm a little confused by this whole thing. What did he have to gain? He locked him up, okay, because he already had Vanessa back. Adam wouldn't have had Vanessa if he didn't leave. And I don't think Vanessa honestly, compares the two together because Wilson Fisk is by far Adam's like a pet, but okay, whatever. So, and Vanessa, when she sees him, and she didn't even say anything really. I know why she killed him. That was about the only thing that made sense. But why not even have a discussion about it? I mean, you'd think they would at least talk about it for 30 seconds or so. And then my biggest question, why did killing Adam by Vanessa seem to be this great healing moment for their marriage? So much so that she decided that she didn't need to go to marriage counseling, which, by the way, benefits everyone because those scenes were painful. But So Adam didn't die in vain, I guess. But why? None of that made any sense to me. So here's the thing: I didn't need season one. I'm going to forget about season one. If they want to do a season two, what they need to do is number one, bring in some writers. Number two, they need to have some kind of a trajectory of where they want this to go. Okay, they need to plot something. In Babylon 5, that was really messed up. That was originally supposed to go 5 years, but then they said no, you can only have four, so they did it to four. Then they said no, now we want you to do a fifth, and they got really screwed up. But originally it was supposed to be a 5 year deal and became a 5 year deal, but it was really 4 years and a fifth that they had to squeeze out. But anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is when they started season one, he had all 5 seasons mapped out where he wanted to go. There was some fillers he had to fill in, but for the most part, he knew exactly the direction he wanted to go in. And he had to change some things, because actors come and go, and there are things that you can't help. But it got to be as close as you possibly can get. The ending, and about as close as you can get to where he wanted to end up. That's how you do a show. This thing about like let's make it up as we go along, which I get the feeling that's what's going on here. It's not working. You need solid writers. You need a solid plan. Put it on a whiteboard before you even begin the season, where you want it to go and how you're going to get there. And then all the niceties you can fill it in later on. But guys, get a plot. That's what you need to do. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's my midnight. That's my midnight assessment of Daredevil season one. Do better, guys. All right, hope that was good for you guys. Please, share, uh, subscribe, and like, and come back for more if you can. Talk to you later. Thanks. This is Reverend Bill signing off. Bye.